this is not new. My bet is probably just like higher now. It is the fact that you get to the public transports and you meet some passengers already seated and you're like, please, can you just shift? Just shift alone. Just shift, right? Can turn to anything that you begin to ask yourself, do you know me before, man? And they can latch at you because people are walking, people are walking about like, with their bottled rage, bottled anger, and what have you that they can't express. So when they have that chance, even when it is not right, even when they just misheard, but they will just let it out. Now you go on to say, is it more than this issue of please shift? Is that why you are now like, say you want to beat me? Yes, I want to beat you. Beat me, okay? Kind of. Yet they say Nigerians are the most happiest people. Is it or not? I've been in the dream. And let's talk a bit about the PDP, right? 2 days ago. Again, I'm not going to go into details of that. I just want to give it as an update. So to say, 2 days ago, the people destroying people who everyone says they are dead politically. And right now, they're just at the departure lounge. What is left is just somebody to be the undertaker that will take them to the grave politically, right? Like literally. So they took themselves, and all of this is simply because of Werewike. And Werewike is believed to be doing it as well because of Atifku. Atifku and their friends in the north who believe that PDP is their birthright and no one is going to have it. Their secretary right now, Anyanwu, is Werewike's guy. This Damagun and others, they are doing everything to try to get rid of Werewike, but it's proving so difficult since the court said Anyanwu should be their secretary. Now, whatever they want to do, once Anyanwu does not sign, it becomes invalid. So PDP has now become an upcoming political party. That's why that they do have lawmakers, National Assembly, they have governors. But right now, they do not have any loyal member anywhere. Sad, yeah? Maybe they never had. It's just that it became obvious now, and everybody is now wondering, like, oh, she not their greediness, she not their selfishness, she not their, she you get maybe all of the above. Doesn't matter. So right now, contesting election, in fact, what they have done to PDP, Baba, by the time you get to 2027, to contest under PDP is just like personally declaring yourself a loser. Because when they got to the INEC place, INEC guy, Yakubu told them that even you, Mr. Chairman, you have written like about 2-3 letters of different guys as your secretary. Right now, we don't even know who is your secretary now. So you need to go back and sort yourselves. So that if you now want to do any national convention at the Congress or whatever, then we can easily say, okay, the right people are the ones organizing this. But with the Wike, it's like, they will not do anything. Nothing is going to happen. Because according to him, until he has his way, which is the right way, which is the injustice against his own guys, is the genesis of all this problem. That's what Wike is telling everyone. But this one is a long watch, okay? Let's first see them with INEC and what they told them and what they told people themselves. Listen.
Opportunity to interact with you. I believe this is one of its kind, maybe the first time. Normally when we have issues, the party always comes and interacts the INEC. But today, you've given us the opportunity with our leaders from various organs of the party to be here. I think I will not stop but to thank you sincerely for this opportunity. We are here today, as you are aware, we have issues pertaining the status of our National Secretary. We've gone into litigation, I think, from the beginning of last year until when the Supreme Court, make a pronouncement, of which INEC of the party we're here today to discuss and interact with you sincerely because we had INEC and there was a decision of INEC which mandated me to sign a letter to avoid controversy. And I received your reply on that letter urging us to be guided by certain rules. So I think we are here to interact sincerely with you, off camera, so that it will guide us when we get back to have a position that will further, help in taking these positions that we found ourselves. I think I will stop here so that when the press leaves, we can discuss, and most of my members that are here will also help in bringing out the position that we felt we should combat together. So I will not talk much. I will stop here. This should be like the opening remarks why we are here. Thank you very much.
Let me, on behalf of the Commission, welcome the Acting National Chairman and other stakeholders to the Independent National Electoral Commission. This meeting is at the instance of the party. They requested to interact with us, and our doors are always open to meet with leaders of political parties in our capacity as the registrar and regulator of political parties in Nigeria. You may recall that not long ago, we received similar visitors from the Labour Party. So when the PDP said it was going to visit, we welcomed them. The Acting National Chairman has stated the purpose of the meeting to discuss the status of the party's National Secretary, particularly regarding the letter we sent to the party on the request for us to monitor their 100th NEC meeting, which was only signed by the chairman and not the chairman and secretary as provided in our regulations and guidelines. I am glad that that meeting was the 100th meeting of the NEC of the party, meaning that 99 times in the past you fully complied by inviting us by means of a letter signed by chairman and secretary of the party. So there are issues to discuss, and we look forward to this important clarification from the party as to who is the secretary. In the last couple of months, we received letters from the party saying that one Mr. Ude Okoye was the secretary. Thereafter, the party changed its mind and said it was Senator Anyanwu. Thereafter, the party changed its mind to say that it's Mr. Shokwedo. And again, the party changed its mind to say it's Anyanwu. And the last letter from the party actually has no secretary at all. It was only signed by the chairman, which we responded to. But we are here as the registrar and regulators of political parties, and we hope when we go into the working session, we will fully understand where you are coming from and what more you expect from us as the registrar and regulator of political parties. So on behalf of the Commission, I welcome you to this meeting. Thank you very much.
This is the consequence of the vote you voted. And it's too early to cry now because actually the real problem hasn't come.
Not yet. And it is even sad when you know that if nobody didn't win any election. Yeah, it is Yakubu. That's the guy that is going to conduct your charade for 2027, except something happens. And I don't think so. But it is Kolu. Maybe part of the plan to get rid of him and get somebody in that will do the job. I won't be surprised. That's Yakubu. But she did a bit of, kind of like wrap up on this PDP madness. They may likely not even be able to contest any election in 2027. Now they are all talking about coalition. So the others have talked, because those who are talking about coalition now are saying that they will just leave the PDP for Wike. And for Wike, PDP would have to endorse Steve Numbu. That's another thing. Imagine, finally, like PDP endorse Steve Numbu for second term. That's the agenda of the war. Here. Sheung.
Everyone. So it began earlier today. You remember the meeting that People's Democratic Party leadership and some governors of the party had with the INEC officials yesterday. And it was interesting, the perspective of the INEC chairman, when he says, you've left us with confused. At some point you said, do not recognize Anyanwu, recognize Ude Okoye. At some point you wrote a letter signed by the chairman of the party. Which one are we to take? So the party today, apparently, from what the outcome of that meeting was, came out and made an announcement. Let me allow you to listen to what they said in respect of the position of the National Secretary, because that is a crucial signature for any official transmission of communication between the party and any external force, especially as far as the operation of the party is concerned. Listen to Mr. Umar Emargum earlier today on the position of the National Secretary of the party. Interesting is that you find some governors of the PDP at that meeting. Take a listen.
We have decided to abide by the advice they gave us. Especially, we have a very, very important election before us. That is the FCT election, and we are running out of time, so we have no option but to abide by the decision. After due consultation and everything, we thought it's a bitter pill, but we have to swallow it. When I said critical decision, Anyanwu is resuming as the National Secretary. I think that's the most important thing. We'll have a caucus, expanded caucus, so that we will discuss extensively the way forward to NEC. That would be on the 30th. We'll issue the notice. It will not going to be NEC, but an expanded caucus.
But that statement got a reaction from the Minister of the FCT, Mr. Nyesom Wike. Let me allow you to listen to what he said in reaction to the announcement for possible reinstatement of Mr. Anyanwu.
I heard it when the acting national chairman of PDP was directing the national secretary to resume. National secretary is not your appointee. National secretary has been doing his work, so you can't call him to resume because of the illegalities you perpetrate, and that you don't show leadership. That's where you put yourself where you are. It is nobody's making. National secretary has been working and will continue to work. It doesn't require anybody to direct him to resume work. It's because of the ignorance of the law. Too bad. Too bad. The law does not recognize ignorance. That you are not, that you are ignorant of the law. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. And so I feel so bad when people can now move to INEC for INEC to direct them to the Supreme Court judgment. It's most unfortunate. A political party would now go and ask from INEC, what do we do? INEC would now direct you, go and the Supreme Court judgment. You see, when you shoot yourself, you say somebody that shot you. Continue to shoot yourself. I will not be party of those that will shoot myself.
Well, that was a statement earlier today by Mr. Nyesom Wike in reaction to what Mr. Umar Damagum said. But well, this is where the kick is. About 11 members of the NWC and leadership of the party had come out, led by Mr. Taufik Arakpaja, who is the Deputy National Chairman South of the party. Also in that signatory to the statement is the National Public Secretary of the party, the Acting National Secretary, the National Treasurer, the National Auditor, the National Financial Secretary, the National Vice Chairman Southeast, the Caretaker Committee Chairman South-South, the National Woman Leader, and the National Vice Chairman Southwest. About 11 of them, and they came out.
Of our grading leaders. Oh, Tonja, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that we have peace in our nation. We'll join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agent IE.
So I just wanted you to see that. But like I asked in the comment, right? How do people sit back to listen to Were Wike? Like, oh, we are here to do a commissioning of these gutters, this drainage. So then I mean, he's there on the podium talking about the project that they came to commission. And then he will just switch and start talking about like what he just did there. Like how do people like sit down to, but they probably have no choice. You know what I mean? It's crazy though. Anyway, PDP, we are witnessing its demise or its demise, right? So see how far that goes. But for Tifnubu and his gang, working tirelessly to ensure that by the time they get to 2027, according to them, there will be no single opposition to Tifnubu to challenge him. That's what they are building. That's how confident they are. And they keep sort of like pushing that in the public. Like when Were Wike told them in Abuja, the same people you stole their land. He told them this today.
You should be able to, I mean, even if I don't like you, if you're doing something good, appreciate it. Mr. President, you're doing something which has changed the landscape of Abuja. For Abuja to compete like all other cities in the world. So even if you don't like Mr. President for like his sake, appreciate the good work that Mr. President is doing. Any right-thinking person who has conscience would not say that Mr. President has not done a lot as far as Abuja is concerned. Mr. President has changed the narrative as far as the FCT